a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Ready?
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go!
Try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
To go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready?
Back now, pressure on its way. Taken in by Smith. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and go right inside. So good work. Reset his chains.
And it's all up the middle. Then he saved it.
19 Tiger.
Looking to the air here. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Here we go, sack.
They've got a man in motion. Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Ready, ready?
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Let's go.
Yeah, in a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense with flying around and making the play.
A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down.
Sack. Viking 18. Ready?
Here's a throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
Set up.
Throwing it again here. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. one misses the tight end. So second down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They try to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
Benson with a first down and more. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Returns looking good so far. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
Got it. Ready?
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line.
Let's go
First
now.
and 10. They send a man in motion. And he'll get it up to the 44. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Come on. Set. Ready, ready?
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And that hit stops him in his tracks. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Mustang 19.
They
Ready?
motion the slot man right.
Let go.
Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Oh, close call there. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce and just the other direction. They're off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there. And ahead of some positive yards.
And he doesn't get much. A small pickup down to the 42. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Hut, hut.
On 3rd down, Walker. Past the first, inside the 30. And he's going to score a touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish up their opening run. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Go! Ready.
Inside give to Benson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
70-1.
Here's second and 14. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open while you're out, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the ball. When the game doesn't hold up, implications follow.
Mims with the grab. He takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Front row 80. 70 Lions.
To the air now on first and 10. He's got Smith. He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Lumen Field. Just a minute. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Throwing now from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's second down.
On the set. Let's go.
Again, now to Benson. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring him 37.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You've got to be committed to winning the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Ready up.
One goes for 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Set up. Let go.
From the red zone now. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is. If he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and they definitely back to the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball out. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Set. Go.
They'll throw on third and long.
and physically, but I don't know how you test courage. It's common, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you.
He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the champ for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying the time for that play that led to the score.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
79 Broncos. Come on, set. 19 Lion, 18 Pioneer.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Hut, hut.
Airing it out to start this drive. He's going deep this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Ready? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Pass play coming here. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
So that's it. He's incomplete ahead of the target. Not on the same page with his tight end. Well, that brings up second down.
Ready?
Back to throw. Big catch is made, and he got their feet into. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
Go! Hut.
Benson is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Trey Benson, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Has it at the 11. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Ready?
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line.
Here we go,
First and
set.
10.
Ready?
And what a hit there. Oh, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Ready?
Walker on first down. It's a gain of three for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's more home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go. Take go.
Heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that can tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought in the defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Set. Say, hey. Get up.
Running left. Here's Walker. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Cougar 19. Set up. Go.
Play action on first down. Throwing this back to the end zone. It's intercepted in the end zone. And the Broncos getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
That's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
He was descended upon quickly and dropped after a 7-yard gain. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. And it's the Broncos who have it 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Ready.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. Gets it through the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Getting on that shot, he's totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That's a gain of 14, and it sets it up for 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. It's intended for a touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons. With 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock, I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Man in motion here.
Ready, ready.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Buys time, rolling right. He's loaded another one up. He's got a deep downfield.
a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
On the move, headed right. He can run it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Seven Pirates.
To throw here on first down. Escapes the pocket. That one is incomplete, so the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
He's dropping back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays there. 15 seconds left. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with third and long.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Go. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 79 Bronco. Hut, hut.
Third and long for him here. He has the push over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10.
Here we go. Set. 19 Lion. Ready.
They'll throw it again. He's on the move. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face second down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Ready, ready. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
A final throw before the break. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Let's go.
Throwing it to start this drive. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. They get 27 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
60 Bobcat. 60. Hut.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his right. Complete out to the right. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Set.
Out of the shotgun. They'll look to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Shut up!
2nd and 10 now. And the shot's a little bit too low to be brought in.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Track at 60. Ready?
He's going to throw this one. Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Ready, set. Warrior 70. Set.
Still sticking with the passing game. Chased out to his right. Looking right, and he finds it. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Hurry, hurry.
Offense
hurry,
up to the line
hurry.
fast.
Hey, check that. Check, go.
And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. He'll take this at the 10. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on.
In motion right is Mims.
Set.
They'll throw on 1st.
Didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. I want to make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
They take this in and score. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. I don't think our I hope they did, but as soon as he broke forward with that football, you were saying, that's a touchdown, that's a touchdown. You saw the path that he was taking to that end zone.
Well, the only reason I and everybody here got to see it happen is because of what their coaches saw, that this defense wasn't giving him the respect he deserved as a runner. Leaving space for him, that's dangerous because he ran all the way home right here in the red zone.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Tight end wheels in the shallow throw. And he's all the way to the edge and out of bounds along the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Taken in by Smith. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, and there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the ground moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Finds him on the crossing line. And he flips the field for that before being taken down.
Yeah, I love that effort. Adding as much as possible that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a 13-point lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
Got it. Ready?
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, ready. Ready.
He doesn't slide down to get pace for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go. Hut.
And off running left, Walker. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Set.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Ready, ready.
Staying with Walker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. You think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Set up. Check go.
so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They've got a man in motion. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Mustang 19. Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They send a man in motion. Buys time, rolling run. And they get Jones, who is trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, so the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. And now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
From midfield now. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Seahawks have some new life in the 4th. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Nice cut back to the right sideline. Give him 32 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, the best of them take advantage of it.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give them around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Off the mark there, incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here we go, set. 19, Pioneer. Come 19, come 19.
From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And he's going to send that ball right incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4.
60 Bobcat. Ready, ready.
Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. Oh, no. They get him yet again. The Broncos take over on his 5th interception of the season. And no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked on a guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Ready, ready. Check up.
It's in on 1st and 10. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away at you. Got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to kick himself in behind the line. Takes to a great effort defensively.
This reeled in by Benson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
70 range.
Third down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Go!
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. The interception, that is exactly what they needed. Trayvon Diggs has got it. The Seahawks have some new life in the fourth. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, okay? We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete.
Let's go!
This one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 5. It's intercepted. And the Broncos have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time when they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
This finds Smith. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
Ready?
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Let's go now.
Goal to go, they're passing. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. Get in the red zone defensively. You'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass off of contact.
Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Broncos very close to an 11th win this season. So now here's 3rd and goal. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Chooses to bring this one out. And in the end, his choice to bring it out was a good one. He nets him 5 bonus yards and is out right at the 30.
Okay, ready?
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
7 Pirates. Here we go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. sets up second down.
Stephanie!
Takes the handoff, now to throw. And they pick him off again. The Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Panther 60! Panther 60! Go!
Passing down from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
All I can tell him there is good luck. You
Here we
get
go,
a safety all over a run like that. They could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Escapes out to the left. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares?